Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wow Wednesday. I am your host, Nancy Matthews, one of the founders of Women's Prosperity Network. And oh my goodness, today you have the benefit, privilege, fun, party, like everything comes all wrapped in one amazing woman, my dear friend, mentor, colleague. Dr. Yvonne Oswald is in the house today. I am so happy that you're here. And for all of you tuning in, if this is your first time with us on Wow Wednesday, we do this show every single week, and it tends to be interactive. Today's going to be really super interactive because Dr. Yvonne is going to be doing live readings for you. So right now, as we get started, think about, do you have a question? Is there something that you want to know? Going to get the opportunity to get a live reading from Dr. Yvonne, and I'll give you a little bit more about that shortly. For those who have been with us week after week, it's going to be different today, so buckle up and get ready to have an amazing time and an amazing experience with Dr. Yvonne Oswald. And let me just tell you a little bit, because I could not, it would take the whole hour for me to share all of her amazing accomplishments and how she shows up in the world. So she is an Amazon #1 best-selling author, one of the she's rated top 3 in the world global NLP gurus. She's a recognized thought empowerment leader. She is a PhD and recognized on human empowerment. She's the award-winning author of Every Word Has Power, which is now in, get this, 11 languages. She's the co-author of the #1 bestseller, Cracking the Rich Code. She's at the leading edge of the new field of human behavioral technology. She is amazing. She creates extraordinary contributions around the world and to my life personally. And you're going to hear a story today of a reading that I had from her 6 years ago, 8 years ago. It was a long time ago.
Oh, wow.
It was a long while ago. So welcome, Dr. Yvonne.
Thank you, Nancy. I'm so happy to be here. And yeah, we're going to have a really fun time, actually, because I've been doing this a long time. So we're going to get fast and furious. With your questions, I just want to tell people, please, I'm going to ask you your numerology. So I'm going to ask your birth date. So make sure you say the month as a month, not just a number, please, because it's very American to go 4, 5, 6 or whatever.
Right. So let's do this. So the structure is you're going to be able to share a question either in the chat or in the comments on Facebook, and then I'll be able to actually bring you, if you're with us here on Zoom, I'll be able to bring you your audio so that you can speak to Dr. Yvonne and get your reading. And here's the format that you want to put your question in. So you'll say, my date of birth is January 24th, 1960. And is that the right order to do it in? Month?
It doesn't matter as long as I know the name of the month.
Okay, so you got to make sure you include the name of the month and the year that you were born, because she uses numerology, which we'll talk about in a moment. So my date of birth is, my question is, and then you'll fill in the blank and we'll go ahead and bring it. But let's give a little bit of a foundation in terms of numerology and how it actually works, and also tarot, because I've heard of these terms, I have some understanding, but take me a little deeper.
Okay, so with numerology, one of my best friends was Gordon Sparrett, who was the Numerology Institute of Canada. And he convinced me that numbers work because they put people on the moon with numbers. Everything is about numbers. And what's very interesting is I didn't really do astrology. I've never been that interested in astrology, except as it relates to tarot cards. With numerology, the day you're born actually locks in you're almost like your destiny. And it's actually quite phenomenal how dramatic it is and how accurate it is. When you're 28, Saturn returns. So the planets are aligned exactly the same way at 28 as on the day of your birth. So it kind of gives you 28 years to make mistakes again. And then everybody at 28 gets this aha moment, like, oh my God, I don't want to be married. Oh, I want a child. I want to change my career. I want to do something different.
I went through exactly that. I'm like, where was I at 28?
Exactly. And 28 is it's a huge turning point for people. And it's funny enough, I had a near-death experience at 28. And I remember leaving the body and I remember talking to this lady in white. And she said, "So what do you want to do?" I said, "Well, what are my choices?" And she said, "You can leave or you can stay." And I said, "Well, what will happen if I leave?" She said, "You'll die." And I'm like, "Okay. And what will happen if I stay?" And she said, "You'll change thousands and thousands of people's lives." And I remember I don't remember making a choice. I just remember them waking up the next day and them breaking the door down to get into my apartment to take me off to hospital. So it was really very interesting. From then on, I started realizing I was a teacher at the time in Italy. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to kind of really have a go at helping people in a big way. So I'd already been studying tarot and palmistry. I'd been studying palmistry since I was 7 years old, believe it or not. So I'm teaching it in Toronto in October. With the numerology, I suddenly realized that I could actually find out what someone's life purpose was with the numerology, especially as it relates to past lives, because you're given the lessons you need to learn according to how you choose your parents. And people are quite astounded when I say you chose your parents, and they go, "I didn't. Nobody would choose parents like that." And actually, through 40 years of working with people, I've taken people through many, many conceptions, and they all say, "I have a choice." Sometimes there's no choice, sometimes there is a choice. And when they've got a choice, when you're an old soul, you tend to have a soul choice. And the interesting thing about old and new souls, we can't be old and new because we're all the same age energy. What an old soul to me is someone who's aware, someone who's awake, someone like everybody here on the call. An old soul is someone who knows there's a purpose to life. A new soul is someone who really, gets up in the morning, drinks, smokes, goes to bed, doesn't think that much, doesn't really achieve very much, and doesn't want to help other people. When you go into those high vibrations, you start to want to help to make a difference in the world. With the
Well, it's
tarot,
all about
well,
it's all about, if we think about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right?
yeah, yeah.
As we move up that scale, we want to contribute more as our safety needs are taken care of, and our security and our communication, our sense of belonging, like the evolution of the human spirit. There's the evolution of
Exactly.
the physical body, but what we're talking about, that evolution of the human spirit.
Yes, exactly. And the interesting thing is, people will say, if I say to them, "You're here to learn about money this lifetime," they always say, "Oh, money means nothing to me." Exactly. You've been doing it for 2,000 years. You need to learn about it finally. Right? People love taking the same exam over and over again and passing it. "Oh, that giving exam, I'm so good at that. Can I do it again?" And they need to learn that in order to change, in order to grow spiritually and change the DNA programming in the family group too, that's when we need to, most of all, make those changes happen. And the idea of karma simply means action. It does not mean eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. It means action. So if there's an action, there's going to be a reaction. At some point, someone can just say, "Look, can we just make friends this lifetime?" And the karma's gone. It's as simple as that. You don't have
Don't
to
have
pay.
to fight through it or anything like that.
Exactly, exactly.
So I want to share this extraordinary experience. Well, I've had many with Dr. Yvonne. When I took, so this is for those of you who have worked with me one-on-one, and I've done NLP sessions with you, and then I send you the audios to listen to, and you hear
Yeah.
this lovely woman's voice. These are the audios that you're listening to, because she is my mentor, my trainer, and I personally have so benefited from sessions with you and working with you to let go of ways of being that I thought I had to be, that really were keeping me shackled.
Mm.
So thank you personally
You're welcome.
for that.
And you're a
And
fast learner, which is even better. Very,
thank
very
you.
open to learning, which I love.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I love learning. And we held a retreat in person I say a couple, I think it was 6 or 7 years ago. I think it was 2018.
Yeah.
Dr. Yvonne was there, and at the end of the retreat, everybody had gone, and my sisters and I were still around, cleaning up and stuff, Trish and I. And we just sat there. We were waiting to take our plane or something. And you gave me a reading, using numerology, and it was a full-blown reading. We're going to do quick one question readings today. But on that thing, you told me in the year 2023, that was when everything in my life would be transformed. And you told me that there was going to be something big that happened in 2022. And you gave me some things to look at for my health. You told me that the man of my dreams was going to come into my life. And I was like stone cold single for years. And I was like, yeah, right. Oh, but maybe. Like, I had hope. And then everything that you predicted actually came true. And
Yeah.
as many of you know, I just recently got engaged to Barry Alcatel, and we're about to be married. And what's so cool is when Barry and I first met, we were dating for about 2 weeks, and we were taking a flight together to New York to see the premiere of his movie. And I was like, oh my God, you got to listen to this. And I pulled up the recording because I recorded the reading. And
Right.
together we listened to your reading. And he was like, oh my goodness. So magic, magic. Um,
Um,
so so here's your opportunity. Tell us what kind of questions can they ask? How big, how small, what do we do here? Because I think you were going to share something about indecision as well, right?
Yes, decision making is something that nobody seems to be able to do. It's like, I'd like to change, and that's why I ended up going into the NLP and hypnosis, actually, because I've been doing readings for years since I was a teenager. And people would not change year after year after year. And I would say, if you did the change, this would happen. And I finally realized I had to get tools to help people to change. So with the decision making, there's a very, very easy yes, no one. I used to do the pendulum and it was always, I don't know, what do you think? I don't know, what do you think? So what you can do is you put your thumb and first finger together like this. And this is a yes, and this is a no. So say my name is Nancy, and it'll be strong.
My name is Nancy.
Yeah. My name is Jim.
My name is Jim. No, it's not.
Exactly. So your muscles already know it's kinesiology. It's a form of kinesiology. A yes, no question is very easy to do. The other way to do a question, which gives you a more accurate answer, is a 1 to 10. And I invented this actually years ago. I started saying on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely is it for me to? How good is it for me to? So, for instance, I'm going to Canada on the 26th of July. So I have no idea how long I'm going to stay. So I'll show you how to do that with this. How good is it for me to stay for a day? No. How good to stay for 2 days? No. 3 days? No. 4 days? No. 5 days? No. 6 days? 7 days? 8 days? 9 days? 10 days? Solid as a rock.
Ah,
Right? That's how
okay.
you can do that very easily. And then 1 to 10, how good will the trip be for me? Well, it's going to be a 6 or a 7, so that's fine. I'm happy to go. I use the how good is it for me to a lot for making decisions on big decisions like how good is it for me to teach in Australia? Oh, there's a 20. How interesting is that?
That's really good. And
Yeah. When he
you got
has a
an
test
Australian hookup. You got an
yeah.
Australian hookup right here now too.
We get overridden by our parents because she said, your mum says, what do you want to do today, Johnny? I'll go to the park. Well, I've just had my hair done, darling. I'd like to go swimming. Well, it's a bit wet. I'd like to have my friends up. Well, we'll have to arrange a lot to get. What would you like to do? And in actual fact, what she wants them to do is read a book or watch TV. And instead of just saying that, the parent overrides and overrides and overrides, so that people start to doubt their own decision making. So we have to get back to your own intuition. Now, if you do it on a daily basis, you'll get back to your intuition real, real fast. So how good is it for me to have chicken today?
Hold on a second. I have never heard or followed that route of why decision making is so difficult for
Yeah,
people. It makes total sense,
totally. Because
right? When we're children, our intuition, I want to do this. Well, blah, 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 blah. Oh, so
yeah,
maybe I should doubt myself if that's really a good
exactly.
thing. Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
Let's claim our power back, everyone. Like this is good stuff.
Yeah, I found myself doing it. And it was like, what do you want to wear for school today, Katie? It's summer, you know. It's better wear if you wear trousers. Well, can I wear that then? Well, those colors don't really go together. And I heard this voice from the other bedroom saying, what about choose, but you really have no choice. Do you not understand, Katie? And I was like, wow, I did not realize how much I was controlling her choices without actually giving her free choices. So if you're a mom, you've got grandkids, the best way to do it is give like two choices. Do you want to put the two outfits on the bed? Which one would you like? So that both as an approval. Or what would you like to eat? This, or this, knowing that you're going to approve. Not a big open question like what you want to eat. Candy, obviously.
Well,
So
and here's, I'm sorry, I was going to say, here's the thing, and I do that all the time. Didn't even recognize this other hidden value, but what I would like to do with people and my children is to give them the power of choice.
exactly.
But they're choosing something I want either way. Do you want to go to bed at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock?
Yes,
Do
exactly.
you want to play for 10 more minutes or 5 more minutes?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And when you give them a choice and each choice is a yes, then they start to trust their intuition properly. And
That's beautiful.
that's where, because when I'm teaching the tarot, I taught a class online a couple of weeks ago. When we teach it, you have to be right there with the intuition. You have to actually have it there in your head without second guessing yourself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
And so I want everyone listening in to take this and recognize that in your delivering of your skills and your gifts, and one of the things I see entrepreneurs struggle over is, what is my pricing, and will they like it, and is this the right thing to do, and what if I give too much on my freebie and then I don't have anything left to give? Like, this is where
yeah,
trusting yourself and knowing, to access the infinite knowledge that's within you.
yeah. It's there and it's automatic. It's strong with a yes and it's weak with a no. Your muscle, your whole body is tuned in with the universe. So if you can say, how good is it for me to charge $100? That's a yes. How good is it for me to charge $2,000? No, right? Or you can literally do it like with the 1 to 10. How good would it be for me to go to Bali? 10. How good financially would it be for me to go to Bali? Probably about a 6. I'm obviously not going to make any money. But I like
That'll be a good time.
and you get various answers according to how good is it for me to financially or emotionally or whatever. So it's a really, if anybody wants a method, I can email it to you. It's actually it's the first chapter of the book, funnily enough. The Every Word Has Power book.
That book is so good, so good. And I got I don't know if you still sell it like this, but I have cards. Every Word Has Power cards as well.
Oh, right, those are in the kit, right? The kit
Yeah, I got the whole kit.
goes with it. Yeah, exactly. Fantastic.
Fantastic. All right, anything else you want to share before I start to
No,
bring
I
some
want to
people
get in.
for
I want to do
questions?
it.
Okay, good. All right, so the first one is going to be, do you have pen, whatever you need to make it all the magic happen, my friend?
Yep.
Yeah, you're good. All right. So the first question is going to be from our good friend Deborah Morrison. Her
Yeah.
date of birth is
Yeah.
March 26, 1956.
Okay.
All right. You ready for the question?
Ready for the question?
My question is there any mindset or behavior change I may need to adopt to expand my impact of my empowering mature women around their money, especially in congruence with my new branding?
That's a very auditory digital question, Deborah.
Deborah, you can unmute yourself if you'd like and speak
Yes,
directly
please.
about
I would
that.
like you to. Let's go back to what you were here for. That's why I was so glad to do the numerology. So with the numerology, the 26th of March, 26 adds up to an 8, which is about money. So you are here to learn about money this lifetime and self-worth. Remember, it's all the 8 is the I give to you, give back to me equally, but it's also about learning how to value yourself. So one of the goals with getting the work you're doing is helping people to value themselves. March is a 3, and of course the 3 is the self-empowerment chakra, which is the needing to self-empower, but it's also about joy, harmony, and balance, which means 2 things. Number 1, you didn't value yourself in previous lifetimes. Number 2, you need to have joy, balance, and harmony this lifetime more than anything else. 1956 adds up to, funnily enough, 3 again. So we've got a double 3. So you've had many lifetimes when you've been imbalanced. When we add those together, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, it's a 5. So this is the lifetime when if you're taking it for you, you're also going to take it out to the world. The 5 is the open the throat chakra. Actually teach people how to use the voice, teach people how to find the voice, teach people how to find out who they are. 5 is also free choice in the universe and travel. So it's super important this year that you open up all your choices to 2024, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, interesting. You've started a whole new 9-year cycle this year. This whole 9 years is about expanding your whole repertoire, everything you do, and going as big as possible. The nice thing about your numbers is there are no karmic debts here. You came in with brownie points, Deborah. You don't need to pay anything back. This is like paying for your car and having it on the driveway and saying, "Oh, can I keep up with the car payments, please? I really enjoyed paying those car payments." It's like you have to learn to receive. You have to teach other women how to receive. So if we look at the big job, it's teaching women how to receive, teaching people how to value themselves, have joy, balance, and harmony with work-life play, and to open the voice and use the voice speaking. When we're using the tarot cards, see what the advice from the tarot is. I'm going to use my people cards. I like these a lot. Okay.
Amazing.
We have here, this is the 6 of Swords, and 6, of course, is about relationships. It's about the lower level of the 6 is marriage, higher level of the 6 is helping humanity. So your job is to help humanity. And if you look at, have you heard the expression, always paddle your own canoe? If you look at the little canoe in the background there, that is the most important thing for you to realize, is that you have to work for yourself. No partnerships, no nothing else. You're the boss. You can have people working with you and for you, but you cannot have a partnership. It won't work. So does that answer your question, or was it more specific?
I am on cloud 9. I have just engaged with a worldwide influencer to speak around the world to empower women, give them voice, and to up-level their confidence around their money.
Exactly. You're bang on track. Absolutely bang on track. And remember, this year is a 1 year, which is all about me. So it's how good is this for me? What am I getting back from this? So no freebies. It's got to be really very important for you to find what value am I getting from it? Not just about what can I give, but what can I receive as well. Make sure you get on track.
Isn't it time for that, Deb?
Oh, thank you. Oh, right now. And leading my first international retreat this October. And it'll be the first of many. Thank you, Dr. Yvonne.
Well done, Deborah. Bye.
I love it. I love it. All right. So good. We are off with a bang. Let's go to the next person I heard from in the chat, which is Alan. My date of birth is September 2, 1960.
1960. Okay, 2, 9. Oh my gosh. Well, Alan's got 7 in the numbers, which is kind of interesting.
Do you want his question?
Wait a second. Just let me get my list.
Sure.
9, 18 now. Wow. Yes, I'll have the question.
All right. My question is this. My career and finances are on a roller coaster. How can I thrive without the big ups and downs? This month it was down as if I was crashing. I love the idea of helping lots of people in a big way and thriving at the same time. Do I have a choice?
Yes, you do. The only choice is how much can I make? You've spent 2,000 years throwing yourself under the bus, Alan. The 2 literally up front for the 2nd of September says, I have always split myself in 2 in previous lifetimes. I've not doubled my options. I've halved my options. The 9 says, I'm such a giver. Giving is breathing for me. Don't expect me to do anything else. Then, of course, you've got the 7, which says, and I am part of God and the universe. You've been a nun before too many times. And then that all adds up to a 9 again, which is definitely helping humanity. However, the biggest lesson you need to learn this lifetime is to help yourself. So when you start with the what's in it for me, and What's in it for me for you, you'll think, oh, that's very self-centered. It's not. You've never been what's in it for me for 2,000 years. So it's time to actually start doing that. I want you to seriously think every time you give, what am I getting back for this? Because if you're not getting back anything back, then you're not doing it. It will come in with resentment. And this year particularly, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 19. Oh my gosh. She's in exactly the same year as Deborah, 19/1 year. You've started a whole new 9-year period this year. And this year is super important to have a new beginning on the new me, Ellen. The way to stop the ups and downs is to think about only receiving for 1 year. If you can do it even for 6 months, and part of the reason last year that it would have been so up and down, you were in a 9-year of completion. You were supposed to be getting rid of people. You were supposed to be getting rid of stuff out of your cupboard. You were supposed to be getting rid of everything that wasn't serving you. You've got about, maybe another month or 2 left because September's the peak of the year. This is a clearing out for the next 2 months. We're going to get rid of everything, everyone, and everything that's not serving us, and think, what do I want and how can I make myself happy? If you can focus on happiness this year, it'll be amazing.
Alan, do you want to comment or share anything? She's amazing. Alan, you want to share something?
Yeah, so that's really accurate. I love being a nun, but I'm done with it. I do give a lot. I really want the best for all people, but then I forget about myself, and then it's me who suffers. So you were dead on with that part of it. I will really focus on decluttering my life as much as I can. I have cleaned out a lot so far, but even my old clients, I don't want clients just to hang around my neck.
No, you don't want to think what's worthwhile for me. And the thing is, the very interesting thing here, Ellen, is that your job this lifetime is to learn to stay focused on the big picture, but more focused on me. Learning how to be happy is really your biggest lesson you have this lifetime. You've more than thrown yourself under the bus for many, many lifetimes. And here's the thing to remember. You know how good it feels when you help someone? When you're doing everything for everybody else, you're stopping them having that feeling. It's actually a very selfish thing to do, funnily enough. And Alan would not like to be called selfish in any way, shape, or form, because you're not. However, you're stopping other people having that same beautiful experience when you ask for help. So this is a year to ask for help, make myself number one, and really, really work on the idea of not sacrificing. Oh, interesting. I got the death card. Yay.
Yay, I'm dying.
Oh no, this is fabulous. This is one of the best cards in the pack for me. It's not the real death card. It means it's the end of the old you. It's right now, today. The real death card is nothing. Have you got 2 children, a boy and a girl? I
just have one son.
One son. He's going to be very, very happily married. He's showing himself as having a very, very happy marriage in the future. And for you, you're showing yourself as the King of Wands. You've been too wishy-washy with life. You need to be businesslike about your personal life as well. It's about, what am I getting from this? I'm not just giving anymore. I'm receiving. I'm learning how to say, can I have some help, please? And not just overwhelm yourself all the time. Yeah, very definitely. Yeah, you've got to use your sword. And the sun will shine on you very, very definitely. And we're looking at the month of September. September the 21st begins a whole new cycle in your whole life when the sun is shining on you. So you've got maybe financially as well. We've got some really fantastic things happening towards the end of September. So we've only got 8 weeks. We're 8 weeks more, and you're going to be in a whole different headspace. Fantastic.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My wife is screaming from across the house. Yay!
Exactly.
Yeah, and I want you, that's so exciting. And I want you all to remember, when I had my reading from her 6 or 7 years ago, everything came to be in the order she talked about it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So,
and remember that you took action, Nancy. The biggest thing is you have to take the action.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Val.
When your wife says stop, you need to stop giving.
Thank you.
Stop.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I will take that one. Thank you.
Good.
To our next one, which is Nellie Williams. Her date of birth is September 3, 1950, 1950.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for her question?
18, wow, yes.
The question is, will my new course and coaching program be a good move for me financially?
Wow, that's a very interesting thing. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so Nellie, what we're going to do is make sure that you're in a crossroads year. You're in a 2-year. It's literally, these numbers are kind of similar to Alan's in a lot of ways, because you've got the 2 9s, which means you're a real giver. So yes, coaching is the perfect choice for you, life coaching. And the 6 means that you need to work with bigger numbers of people. So it means really working with people. We're not working with kids or anything else. You would make a good teenage mentor when you get older, but not yet. The 3 up front says, I have to find joy and balance. You're not having enough fun right now. So that's really important that you actually start having some fun, because that you're taking life way too seriously. And we've got to get out there and really have fun and enjoy life. This year is your crossroads year, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. And next year is a really lovely year. It's a 3-year. A 3-year is a year of joy and balance and self-empowerment. So what we're coming into the energy of the 3-year in September. And what that means is that from September onwards, you have to be number 1. And you have to start again, same message again. It's what's in it for me. This no freebies, please, not one freebie. You can give them a discount to start with financially, but no freebies. What you'll find is if you give freebies, everybody will want freebies, and that'll be it. So even if it's just, okay, I'll do you $20 for now or whatever, that's fine. However, we never do anything for free, because they usually only have one thing they want to know about, and that will literally that you'll just give it all away. Otherwise, that you've given 2,000 years away. So this is learning how to value yourself. The biggest thing is valuing yourself. So what I want you to do with your pricing is get the price you would really like and the price you would not go below. And that, if you can get those 2 going, and then with the one you'd really like, you can say, normally it would be 150 an hour. I can do a starter for you for 75. They're always going to say, can I get lower than that? So what you do is you say, my lowest rate is 75, or I can maybe manage 70. You're not to go below that, though. You've got to make sure that people value, so that you can you're getting something back for sure. With working with people is fantastic, but the biggest thing is the freebies. I don't want you to give any freebies away at all. Not even can I give you a trial one. We don't do a trial one. We do a real one. You've worked for 2. You have to remember, you've worked for 2,000 years to get to this point, which means you need to value what you've done for 2,000 years. You don't go and learn to be a surgeon and then just say, I'll do the first 10 for free. It's very, very important that you realize you've got a fabulous skill set. All these people so far have been old souls. We've got some amazing old souls. Oh my God, isn't that interesting? First card I pulled was money card, the money card. The 10 of Pentacles. And
that is so appropriate for Nellie. You have no idea.
Is it? Right, excellent. Because the 10 of Pentacles literally says, I am ready to earn some money in October. So the time of Libra, between the 21st of September, 21st of October, that kind of time period, is the time period when you have to start charging money, even if it's not that much at first. But what you don't do is say it's $20. You say it's normally $150. However, I can give you a discount. What I want you to do with your thinking process is, what would you like to be charging this time next year? And if you can think, what can I be charging this time next year? 150 is easy for an hour, or, even for 45 minutes or something. Then you can say, this is my normal fee. For you, I will do it for this. That means when they give you their name to your friends, they're not going to say, it's only $20. It's really cheap. Getting up from $20 is impossible. Saying it's 150 and I can give you a discount, they'll be very grateful for that, and they'll know they're getting a really good deal. And interestingly enough, you have the time of Aries, which is next April, when you have your life in your hands look. There's the Chariot card, which is a major card. It's one of the major arcana, and it's number 7, which is about the spiritual growth. It says you will be growing spiritually. However, you need to not just be spiritual, you need to be feet firmly on the ground with your life in your hands, and it will open up some tremendous opportunities next April, that is. And time-wise, we're looking at April the 20th. It's a little towards the end of the session. Yeah, and again, it's about money. Everything we're talking about is about money. So yes, you will make a good career about it, as long as you stay the authority figure. So you look at the Emperor here. This says, be the authority figure. Don't be wishy-washy. Don't say, well, I'm not really good at this. If someone says, how long have you been doing it? Your answer is 2,000 years.
Very
Not
good.
Oh, you're my first client, and I'm just,
Right, so Nellie, as I hear this, and she's launching a course, and it's not your first course. Like, we want to pull that away from it. Like,
Yeah.
yes. So Nellie, did you get what you were looking for in that answer?
Dr. Yvonne and Nancy, this is awesome, and I thank you so much. It was right on, and I feel good about moving forward with my decisions.
Awesome. I'm very, very pleased for you. Well done.
Thank
Good
you
job.
so much.
Awesome. All right, good. So I see we've got lots of questions. We're going to keep on going. And before I go to the next question, we're not going to be able to get to everyone who wants a reading today. And I know that you've created a really amazing opportunity for people to get a reading from you. So tell them about it, and I'll put the link in the chat and all of that good stuff. So how does it work?
I decided that obviously I wasn't going to get everybody in, and I knew that. So what I thought was, why don't I just offer $30? You get 3 questions and you get your numerology done. As long as you've got your questions ready to roll. It's going to be 20 minutes, and I'll just boom, and spend that time with you. Normally it's 2 hours, and it's $400. So everybody's getting a really good deal, because it's the palmistry that takes a long time, actually. So the tarot is really very, very definitely the now, and the numerology is your big life purpose and what you were here to do. And we can do year by year on what important years are coming up. So if you have an 8-year coming in, for instance, you don't want to be working on relationships that year, because it's all about money. Or if you've got a 5-year, it's about making free choice, changing. It's about travel. So you need to know what years are coming up, how to plan for the next 5 years with the numerology, and then the tarot is your 3 questions. And if you're lucky, I'll throw in a wish card.
She's amazing. All right, good. So what you can do, I know we've got lots of people with us on the telephone today. So write this down. You want to go to globalwelcome.com/payment. And on that, you'll be able to fill out the form. And then there's a PayPal link at the bottom to just send her the $30, and she'll contact you to get scheduled for the reading. So
yeah, one lady's already contacted me.
I love it. I love it. Yay. We take action here at Women's Prosperity.
No kidding. Right. Yeah,
so go to globalwelcome.com/payment, and then click on that PayPal link there and send the $30. I also want to recommend, if you go just to globalwelcome.com, down towards the bottom of the page, you can get access to a meditation from Dr. Yvonne. I've been listening to, I love going to sleep to your voice. I don't know what to tell you.
I got to sleep to my voice. Yeah,
I know. I wake up inspired, and it's so good. Yeah.
Sunshine Thinking is a lovely MP3. I made it a few years ago. I'm actually thinking of replacing it, because I've got a couple of other ones. I've been writing like crazy recently. I've thoroughly enjoyed writing scripts. It's been great. The Sunshine Thinking is a free MP3. You click it, just put your name and email. It will be sent straight to your inbox. Beautiful.
Everybody grab that, because we know, just like when we were talking at the beginning of the call about how our ability for decision making was taken away little by little as we were children and not even realizing it. It's these subconscious patterns and vibrational thought habits that we want to shift, which is what happens when you listen to her meditation. So go to globalwelcome.com, scroll your way down, and get that free MP3. Yeah. And I just want to say this. If you are a coach, if you are somebody who loves to help people and you are looking for ways to enhance your clients' lives, learning hypnosis, learning NLP, learning numerology or tarot, like these are tools that you can use to better serve your clients and PS, earn more money.
Yeah, exactly. And interestingly, hypnosis is the easiest sell because when you say I do hypnosis, people go, "Oh my God, I've always wanted to do that. My friend lost weight."
Familiar with it. Yeah. Yeah.
You know. So hypnosis is only a 4-day training. I'm actually teaching it on the 21st of October in Toronto for 4 days. And it's a
Beautiful.
ridiculous price, $9.95 the early bird.
Yeah, amazing. And to get to spend that time with her, forget about it. All right. We got more questions. I'm
Okay.
working through the list of everyone that's in here. So the next one would be Donna. Date of birth, April 5, 1962.
Okay. Another 9. Wow, this is very interesting group you have here, Nancy, today. They've all got the same numbers. They've all got the same vibration, if you like that. That giving vibration, which is our vibration, right?
Yes, exactly.
Soul group, right?
So you ready for the question?
Yes.
What would be the best career for me? I feel stuck, scattered, finances are tight. I might go to work at McDonald's.
Okay, so Donna, the 4 in the middle tells me that you've got karmic debt this lifetime. So here's the thing: you've paid all your debts back. You're way past the point when you paid your debts back. So it's actually career-wise, it would be a good way you help people or animals. Funnily enough, you'll be really good with animals of all things. Funnily enough, it's really very interesting. I don't usually talk about animals, but this is very definitely. The 5 up front says you need to find your voice. This lifetime, you need to use your voice. What I would actually look at is you taking a course where you're doing some kind of teaching training, but on a very small level, like teaching animals or teaching children or working with kids in some way. McDonald's, no, you will not enjoy the people at McDonald's. You got a double 9, which means you're super spiritual. You've got a real good ability to work with people, and that need to give is super important in you as well. We've got 2 9s in just about everybody's numbers so far. And the 9 is that, let me give, giving is breathing to me. If we look at 2024, 8, 12, 17, it is an 8 year. That's really interesting. So no, we're not working at McDonald's. What we're looking for is learning something new that will give you the ability to work with people and earn good money. So something like learning to do Reiki, learning to do hypnosis, learning to do even the tarot. You're actually very, very psychic. You've got some really, really good psychic ability. So doing tarot readings for people, doing any kind of work where you're working with people to help them is really where you're going to earn your best money. You're very dependable. You're very likable. You've got a really good ability to make people like you. And it's really investing in yourself, I guess, this year in order to get the best out. Next year is a 9 year of completion, and it's also your destiny year. So you said by 2025, I will actually be on track with my GPS set, making money, helping people. That's really the key. And McDonald's, okay, it's not so much the McDonald's thing, it's the people at the McDonald's where they haven't got the intellect, they haven't got that need to give that you have. This is what you're looking for. You're looking for your soul group people. And you'll find those soul group people with any of Nancy's gatherings. And of course, it is number 6, which is about helping humanity. So doing McDonald's is not really helping humanity. Oh, that's really interesting. You've got the Ace of Cups. That's really beautiful. It's literally searching for the next 3 months to find out what will make you happy. And look for a career where you're actually working with people one-on-one that's going to make you happy. And working for yourself is okay. I don't like the 4 number with yours, Donna, because it says, I don't want to work in an office. I don't want to work in 4 walls this time. You've done it too many lifetimes. So this lifetime is a freedom lifetime. Even being a taxi driver would be actually really good, funnily enough, or, you know, learning how to open up people's lives just by talking to them and chatting with them. I would take the cheapest possible class you can do. Reiki is a really easy one. It's a one-day class, and you can earn like $80 an hour doing Reiki easily. And with that money, then you can start investing yourself and learning some more skill sets, so you can actually be working with people by this time next year really easily. Yes, very interesting. And honestly, these are fabulous cards. You pulled the best card yet. It's reach for the stars. It says you're not reaching for the stars enough. You're not realizing how talented you are and how good with people you are. You're not valuing yourself enough. Then that's one of the major arcana. And one of the stars, never a not good card. Oh, and you've got the visionary card. And it very rarely comes up. This says, I've got all my ducks in order this lifetime. God, what would you like me to do? So we're looking at children, working with children, working with animals, working with people. Any of those three options. However, you've got to do some new learning first. You have to have some kind of a qualification or a certification to do that, and not something that's going to be 3 years in the making. You know what you would really, really be good at, which is really interesting? You'd actually make a really good minister. A wedding officiant or somebody who's a minister. You would be amazing at that.
And Barry actually ordains people under his ministry, Visionaries of Light.
Right, then that's where you want to start, please, because that
Donna,
it's going to change your whole life. That really is you've got the perfect opportunity.
Goosebumps for her.
You've got the
Donna,
perfect opportunity with that.
Donna, if you're interested in learning about the ministry with Visionaries of Light and Barry Alcatel, just send an email. So write this down. Send an email to Nancy at Nancy Matthews with 2 T's, Nancy at nancymatthews.com, and I'll connect you with Barry and we'll make that happen.
100%, because this is your year to really go for it. It's those are beautiful cards, and I've never yet met an 8 year that I haven't loved, and you're in an 8 year. You're wasting it. You're not actually doing anything with that
today.
8, right?
She showed up today, so that's
you did. Well done. Proud of you.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, so we only have 10 minutes left, so I don't know how many more we're going to be able to do, but we'll do our best. Are you complete with Donna?
Yes, I am. All
right, good. And let me also mention this. If you're here and you're getting a reading, I bet you got more questions. So get that $30 3-question reading.
What was I thinking?
You're thinking you're going to get paid and you're going to give. It's a beautiful
thing.
Get
paid a bit. I'm going to give a lot. That I would do that, and that's fine. I'm okay with it. I'm good to go.
Go to globalwelcome.com/payment. All right, I'm going to go to our next person, which is Betsy, and her date of birth is, I know she gave it to me, June 2, 1954.
Yeah.
And her question is, should I start my nonprofit?
No, absolutely not. I can already tell you. No, 100% no. No, you've spent too many lifetimes. We've got another 9 life path, which is I give things away again. And that's absolutely not. So the 2, Betsy, right up front, the second, tells me that you have spent many, many lifetimes living half a life. So, you know, the parents didn't have enough money for a dowry, so you went into a convent. Or, yes, of course, Daddy, I'll marry this 85-year-old man and have children with him. It's that self-sacrifice thing. You've done martyrship for years, for centuries. The 6 says, I need to learn about relationships this lifetime. Therefore, you would be born into a family which is not good at relationships. So it's about, you know, if we want to learn about relationships, we need to see what doesn't work. So you would have been born that. But of course, the 6 says, I have to learn about happy relationships, and I have to work for myself. The 1950, what was it, 54? 54, yeah. In 1954 adds up to a 1, which says I have to be self-employed. That means no foundation, because you'll have to employ a lot of people and you'll have to do a lot of group work. The 9 life path is great, because that says, yes, I want to help people, but you need to do it on your own terms. It's not going to work with a not-for-profit. You really need a for-profit. And 2024 is 8, 9, 10, 16. It's a year of 7. It's a 7-year spiritual growth. So it says you need to be aware that if you start a nonprofit, you're going to be there for 10 years and it'll be grinding along, just grinding along, and it'll be a big grind, and you're not going to be happy doing it. So next year is an 8-year, which is a money year. So you can do whatever you like helping people, as long as it's going to make really, really good money, because otherwise you're on track for repeating the last 2,000 years lifetimes. So quickly, one card, let's do a card. It says, have patience. Have patience, haha, interesting. And interesting, you are at a crossroads. It's giving you a crossroads year. This says this is a crossroads for you. And the only path to take is the one that's successful and happy. See, the more money you make, the more people you can help. Whereas if you're doing a foundation, you're having to support it with money. You have to find a way to bring money through the door. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune turning for you. This is the no stress or anything. It's the biggest decision of your life. You have to get that Wheel of Fortune turning for you. And that timing for that is October. And this is the past. This is what you've been through, all the relationships, breaks up, all the horrible things from your childhood, etc. And this is super important, because if you carry on doing the foundation, that's where you're going to end up again.
Okay.
We've got to look at here, the number 7. It's interesting because 7 is about spiritual growth. However, it's a money card. So it says that doing something spiritually for money is really where you're going. What were you going to do your not-for-profit in?
I'm certified in theta healing and Reiki, and I was going to work with domestic violence and sex trafficked women.
No, you've done that before too many lifetimes. This is a lifetime to empower people. You're doing it from the bottom up instead of the top down. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So here, this is why. Let me get a hold of you. That's you in previous lifetimes, holding the world up. Okay. And the people you're going to meet doing that foundation is going to be exactly the same lifetimes all over again. This lifetime, you're going to teach people how to do theta healing and things. And then you are going to actually work with only the people who want to learn in our soul group, the awake people. They can then teach them, they can then teach them, they can then help the ones at the bottom here. You cannot do it from the bottom up. It's better working from the top down.
Okay.
100%.
Good.
It's not
Thank you so much.
I love the idea of an academy.
A what?
Oh.
Having your own academy.
Okay.
And calling it an academy, and actually making me certify people. That way, you're spreading the light with the candle. You're passing the light to other people who have candles in the first place.
Yeah, I thank you.
Next one, if that's okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome. Wow.
Thank you for showing up and doing what you're doing. This is your year. I feel it too, Betsy. Lots of new.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do a great job. Just not for profit. I'm glad she came on. She was the one I'm really glad I've saved from an awful 9-year period.
Isn't that good? Oh.
Yeah.
All right. And I know more of you want questions. We may have 1 or 2. There's only 5 minutes left. So let's go to Maria. Maria Elizabeth Martins. Her birthday is November 20, 1960.
Okay, perfect. Wow. Okay, another 2. Oh, interesting. 7, 2, 13, 2 life path. Wow, interesting. So Maria's here to learn about relationships this lifetime.
You want to hear the question or no?
Sure.
So cute. The question is, what does my focus need to be to move forward into my business and helping women over 50 and creating financial independence for myself? I am a breathwork specialist and also do affiliate marketing.
Right. It's teaching. The number 11 is a master number. You're a master teacher, Maria. So it's really, really important that you get into teaching anything and everything and charging money for it. So teaching online courses, etc., etc. The double 2 says you were here to learn about relationships this lifetime, which you have done very well. The 7 says, again, that the need to stay spiritual. It's about getting women particularly who have been in that situation to a higher vibration. So maybe teaching meditation classes, or actually making some nice MP3s that you can actually give them so that they can balance back down to themselves and finding their own center, their own core. As far as making money is concerned, 4, 5, 6, 8, 19, 21, it's a 3-year. So we're in a 3-year this year, which is, we're partially through it. By September, you need to be earning money doing some kind of training. So I want you to actually design your own training course and make it under one umbrella. So my recent one is Mind Super Freeway. I got it registered, I got it trademarked and then registered, and it's Mind Super Freeway NLP, Mind Super Freeway Hypnosis, Mind Super Freeway, because I realized that I wanted it under one umbrella. So if you could make up one name for what you do and then bring that under that umbrella and then teach it, that would be amazing. Next year, 2025 is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, wonderful. It's a 22, so you should be writing a book. So definitely we need to be writing a book. We need to be actually getting out there and showing people what to do, not and how to do it, not just what to do, but how to do it. So really this year, if you can write a book to get more credibility and then travel around teaching the principles from that book, have you thought
And
of writing
create your course on the book.
Yes. Have you thought of writing the book?
Maria, let's see.
It's always, yeah, I'm here. It's always been in my mind. So it is one of my passions that I need to do. Yes.
Yes, it is. It is for sure. Because right now you're working with too many bitty little things. There's too many things on the go.
True.
You've got this says that you're on overwhelm. You've got so many things that you're not focusing on. If you can focus on, interestingly enough, just the money for 1 year. So you've got a triangle. I call it the fame triangle. You've got fame, money, and helping people. We all want to help people. We know that is fabulous. And they say, help people, do what you love, and the money will follow. That's such rubbish. It's you go for the fame or you go for the money, and that way you can help that many more people. So we're looking to get famous and write your book. Interesting, you are coming into your power right this minute as we speak. The Kundalini is rising. So the Shiva is rising to meet Shakti, and once that happens, which will be around September 2025, that is when you'll be at the peak, ready to roll. So you've got about a year and 2 months to get your course together, get your training materials together, and then make it into a book. That way, you're going to make good money, and you're going to be a really good influencer as well. You've got the money card here, which says you will make some money. And there are 3 things. Look, you've got 3 things on the go that you need to focus on, not 10 things like you had at the beginning. We want three things particular that you can choose that people want. So it will be choosing things that, just ask your friends, what would you most like to learn, and make the book about that. Okay. We need to stop worrying. So you need to be meditating every day. Money, I'm sending everybody Money Loves Me, and it's my most recent MP3.
I love it. I got it. Yeah,
it's really good, and it really helps you sleep well at night too, which is amazing. And it says become the Empress. The Empress is the Mother Earth, so it's about being the Mother Earth. If anything that you're doing isn't Mother Earth related, as in giving your largesse, teaching, training, helping people, then it needs to be out. So things like Bitcoin, unless you know how to do it and you're making fantastic money, it's out the window. You're better with people rather than things. Does that help?
True. Yeah, it helps very much. And I did take the hypnosis course with you in Niagara Falls.
Oh, did you? Oh, how long ago was that?
I took it when Katie was in the class.
Oh my God, that was about 7, 8 years ago. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wow, amazing. I'm so glad. So do the hypnosis. And do it around the principles of hypnosis and around the principles of the chakras, the book. You'll do really, really well with it. And it's kind of gets a move on time, because you should have really had it kind of half done by now.
Yes, I know.
However, and Maria Elizabeth, I love to help people birth their courses and put all those pieces together. So reach out to me, and we'll look at how I can help you get this done.
Yeah, Nancy will really put you on track so that you don't waste time or money. She'll make sure you stay with your GPS setting correctly.
Thank you,
Fabulous.
ladies. Love
Yeah,
you
you're
both.
welcome. Love you all.
All right, beautiful. All right, we're at the top of the hour, just a little bit past. I want to say thank you to Dr. Yvonne. Let's just hear it for Dr. Yvonne. Amazing, brilliant, heart-centered, connected so deeply. Thank you for all you delivered today, for your gift
Thank you.
to everyone.
I had a lot of fun, guys. It was really good.
Awesome. Beautiful. And for those who we didn't get to your questions, jump on over to globalwelcome.com/payment and grab that special for $30 for a 3-question reading. You'll get even more than you would have gotten today. So go for it.
A lot more.
It's amazing. Thank you, Dr. Yvonne.
Thank you, Nancy, for having me. Thoroughly enjoyed you. And I'll be hopefully in Florida before the end of the year, and I want to go and see it. I want to see everybody there.
Yes. We'll create something for sure. It'll be fun. All right, everyone. Get out there. Have an amazing day. Remember to be the one, not only for others, but today especially for yourself. Take some time to pause, reflect, and tap in to that intuition of yours. We'll see you soon. Bye, everyone. Bye, Dr. Yvonne.
Bye. Be kind to yourself. Bye.